Alright, I think we're good. Let's open that up. There we go. Sorry for the late start, guys. I got stuck in a work meeting. Let me get this set up. Sorry, I'm in my other window looking for files. I'm trying to get the concept art on that plane. If my brain could actually think about where it is. Be in the concept area. Go. Nah, this isn't going to end up being a 1-for-1, but I do want to try to improve some of the... excuse me. Some of the... Actually, hold on. Let's drop an edge right there. Some of the shapes to kind of more nicely taper to this the shape that Goblin has. Part of the reason it's going to be not 100% of it, I mean 100% representation, is I added thickness over to the side, so it'll actually like continue on this way. So let's scale this up. So you can already see how I added a little bit to it. But I also moved this in a little bit. I'm gonna play with it, but I don't want to play with it too much because I'll kind of mess up what I have here. Because in the game, there's actually like kind of like an overhang awning type setup there. The question is, can I? Let's add this. Okay. Let's see if I can move these enough. No, because that's not gonna work. Let's at least play with this shape. Hey Chaz, how's it going? Oops, you know what? I almost forgot. I have all this. Ooh. Did I do that in Pro Builder and not notice that? Or is Pro Builder is fun at times. So I'm assuming this is happening on the other side. Let's turn that off. Nope, that's good. That side's fine. I'm doing pretty well. Cannot complain. Oh, you know what? I probably did do that when I straightened this. That edge. That's probably what happened, now that I'm really thinking about it. I don't think I'm doing the trim on the inside. I kind of want to leave that as an exterior. I think. Come on. Let's see if I can center this a little bit better. Oops. Okay, so again, it's not going to be 100% perfect because I changed the shoot, hold on a second. I screwed that up. I want to grab those together and do that because I already kind of did the whatchamacallit, the trim, or at least put the initial line in. Hey John, how's it going? Okay, so let's try extending this just a pinch. To that. Okay. So that's a better representation. Again, not going to be a 1-for-1 because of the slight adjustments I had made to it. So let's turn this off now. And unfortunately for me, this is triangulated, which is going to make my life a little bit more annoying. But I am going to go through and clean up some of this. I can't remember if I can export out of Pro Builder in quads, but if I can, that's going to need to be something I remember to do. So over here, unlike Pro Builder, unfortunately, Maya doesn't like readily clean up your UVs, so I'll end up having to do a planar projection of all of this in a bit, but see how much faster it is to clean up, and you can actually like delete edges. Alright, so edge, edge, edge. Those edges are good. Those ones can go away. Enjoying the day, working from home. Never thought I'd be watching streams midday, but here I am. Nice. Well, I'm glad you are able to watch. Alright. Those are all needed. These ones are not. what I really should do, because I think, hold on, let's hit a save, because I've got my setup. I'm just going to see if I have any weird Pro Builder verts on top of each other, and I don't, so that was good. I must have just misclicked those. Alright, how many of these are actually needed? This one is, but it can be taken to a corner. This would be even faster if I had exported this in quads. But I will just have to remember to do that in the future. I'll leave those for a second while I delete the rest of this stuff. Actually, this one isn't needed. This one is. So I've already deleted some faces, but we're at 650. So I'm curious to see where we'll be when I'm done cleaning this up. Oop. I did not mean to grab that one. Come on. I had to change the way I was deleting it because it was deleting that point that I wanted to get rid of. Or I didn't want to get rid of, which is right here. Alright, so that is good. And then that one can get snapped up there. Same with this one. And we'll just collapse those and move that down there. And I know this is going to look really gross and ugly. That's one of the things that's actually really nice about Pro Builder is those automated UVing tools are not great. But they do give you a real nice, like, clean UV to work with as you're modeling. For the most part, I mean, you guys have all who've been around watching my streams for like the last year, which I think next week is actually like the 1-year anniversary of me starting to stream, but sometime during that week anyways. But I'm sure you guys have all seen me struggle with the UV tools in Pro Builder. In fact, I was doing it last stream. Let me turn my music down just a little bit. Yeah, I've been fun seeing your come together. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been fun watching it come together as one of the artists working on it, as well. Actually, me and Blue were last night. We're talking about how fun it's been to watch it all come together, and having a second environment artist really makes it enjoyable for my viewpoint. Just because things are constantly. Oops, hold on. Did I just delete an edge I didn't want to? No. Okay, hold on. Let me remember. This edge I want to keep. This edge I want to keep. may even want to run another edge down this. So let's leave that for now. Let me bring up my image. So I want to keep an edge running across the top of this as well. These windows need to move, I'm pretty sure. Let's bring the reference back up. Yeah, those will need to move. So let's clean up the edges around those real quick, so that they can move and not, like, bump into weird stuff. Oops. Control. The only thing that's slightly annoying right now is I'm not going to be on the same grid as if I was in Pro Builder. Okay, so we got that. Oops, delete those. I forgot to. Oh, I didn't forget to hit Control. I forgot to delete the triangles. So let's move this over here for now. And thankfully vert snapping is working. Sometimes vert snapping in Maya can be a little funky. So like takes, you can do it with the camera angle, which is nice, but sometimes it just doesn't want to do it. Like, let's see. Is this gonna snap? Oh, see, it worked perfectly fine there. But sometimes it does not. Okay. Let's do the height together. You know what? We're just gonna go and make this a little bit more transparent, so it's easier to see what's going on the other side. Okay, so those need to move down. To about there. Now, ideally, I would... Actually, you know what? I could probably get away with... mirroring that. But we'll have to do that in a little bit. Actually, you know what I could do? Which is not really the way I'd want to do this, but... Even though this is a symmetrical object, it's actually not symmetrical because of what I've done to the sides of it, so that's why I'm attempting to do this without actually using mirroring, which would be way easier. Let's turn that off. Snap these to this. And duplicate this, and we're just going to invert the X. Ah, not there. Hold on, I inverted the wrong thing. I inverted the rotation. I want to invert this. which makes that positive. So that's where the other one should be. And you can see it wasn't quite mirrored. But now I can snap these to this, and it will be mirrored. Well, mirrored isn't, I guess, the right word, but it'll be in the same spot on both sides. Again, it's not mirrored because Chess Solo, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate the support. And that was 3 months. So thank you very much. Okay, so let's delete those. I don't need them anymore. And let's bring back our materials, opacity. So that's looking pretty good. Minus, again, as I go through this cleanup process, the material is going to look worse and worse and worse, but it'll clean up real quick once I get to that step. Those. Hey, Sea Charts, how's it going? Hey, Belfaster. Let's... I want to keep that edge. I don't want this edge. Extra faces there. Oops. I deleted one of those edges I mentioned I didn't want to delete earlier. And you can see part of the reason why I love the cut tool in Maya compared to the cut tool in Blender, or not Blender, Pro Builder. Alright. Do we have anything else very pressing here that we need to fix? Let's just get rid of... Oh, I'm gonna have to fix... I might as well get rid of all these because I'm gonna have to run an edge across this, the top now because I completely jacked up that edge that I made in Pro Builder. I'll keep the center just in case I do need to actually like mess with symmetry. I keep forgetting to hit control when I delete edges since it's been a second since I've been in Maya, and it's just gonna drive me crazy. Excited this is going to be really ugly for a little bit. I'll delete that edge. that. That. And it looks like we have extra face right there. Delete that and bring it there for now. Honestly, probably be better bring it this way. Luckily, this is one of the models where I was kind of starting to not run edge loops everywhere, but there still is a lot of edge loops that need to get deleted. Just run this down the corner. This one can go up here. This one, I guess it should just go down. Need it anymore? Copy. And because I've done a lot, let's save. It's never fun when Maya crashes on you. Good old Maya fatal errors. That looks pretty good. Minus this right here. Whoop. Oh, no, we're good. That was just the UV popping. Thought I had something all of a sudden jump, but my Maya merge tool is set. You know, the threshold, it has to be within a certain threshold to merge, so I get less of those accidental merges like I do in Pro Builder. But my eyes reading the texture pop as a Pro Builder, whoops. Nice, and these are at the same spot, so that is going to be handy. Do I have one on the back side? I do. Awesome. We got a lot of cleanup on this side to do. Let's... Oh, shoot. Deleted one. Oops. Deleted one edge I wanted. Wasn't paying attention. But again, Maya's cut tool lets you conveniently cut at a 90-degree angle. Easier to read what's going on without the texture showing up at this point. This is the texture itself is just getting so distorted. So now I can... Nope. That was not what I wanted. Pretty good, except for this edge right here needs to go away. Those need to go away. These ones also need to go away. And that's gonna merge. Those two. Oops. Yeah. Don't currently have anything going on really on this side of it. I might bring the pattern over to there. I don't know. This almost feels like it needs to be higher up. Maybe there, but I'm gonna wait until I start doing the putting the trim on it before I really start messing the geo up. It could just be like a weird optical illusion that I'm seeing right now. So that looks good. This also looks good. Is there any extra vertices I missed? Does not look like it. This needs to be fixed though. I did not finish this. So let's do that next. Oops. Good. Here. Oop, hold on. I accidentally slipped. Oh, hold on a second. I want to keep that. I want to delete that. And those. Oops. Here. Base is this. That's fine. Why is it doing that? Oh, because of that weird non-gun. We'll fix that in a second. There we go. So that goes to a building. I might use these edges for seams, so I'll keep those there. When do you decide to use Maya versus using Pro Builder? Well, the mesh was originally done in Pro Builder. It wasn't a decision to jump ship. The decision was always with Pro Builder to bring it into Maya to do cleanup. So right now I'm doing cleanup, but I'm also cleaning this up so that I can put a trim sheet along the edges like this. So I made a rough trim sheet that at some point Goblin might end up painting over, but it'll at least let me lay it out, and we'll have a a kind of visual representation of what is what the concept is. If I could actually speak. Excuse me. Hey, Elorm. Hey, Elorm. Oh my god, I can't use my mouth this morning, apparently. Cleanup is in optim. Yeah, while I'm doing that, I'm optimizing the mesh as well. So I'm getting rid of a lot of the edges that I can't get rid of in Pro Builder. I mean, I can, but it's way faster to do it here. It would even be faster had I not been dumb and exported this out triangulated, which I did. But in the future, I will not be exporting it out triangulated. The reason being, like, I can like double click and get an edge loop when it's not triangulated. I can't do that when it is triangulated. Okay. Trying to see what else I can get rid of here. Get rid of this one. Guess I got rid of it on that side, so let's just get rid of this over here, because that is not... Yeah, if I'm not doing it on one side, I'm not going to do it on the other. Snap that right there. Might be pretty close. Just got this little spot over here. That's good. Then we just got this, and probably the other side of this would be my guess. I don't think I've done the back side. And then I should be good to... Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I went from, well, when I looked, 650, but it was probably closer to 700. Faces down to 279 or 343 triangles. So let's do a merge just in case I missed anything. It doesn't look like I did. Oop, this isn't needed. Awesome. Thanks for the help. I really need to learn Blender. I need to sit down and actually like learn Blender myself. But it's more just like learning where everything is. I just work so much faster in Maya every time I open up Blender and start working in Blender. I'm like, oh my god, I'm wasting so much time because I can just be doing it in Maya. Okay, so I think we're good. Could you do that in Blender? Oh yeah, you could do any of this type of stuff. You could do in Blender as well. The tools might be slightly different. The hotkeys will be slightly different. The navigation, well, I set up the navigation to be more like Maya in Blender, but yeah, you can do a lot of the same things in both of the softwares. All right, so now let's clean up the UVs. Oops, that was not what I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit that. There we go. And let's assign some materials. Brick. I was gonna use the loam, like Adobe one we have, but the concept does have some bricks, so I'm just going to use the brick we have, and then I've got a trim sheet that's kind of the loamy plaster that we can use for the rest of this. Although I think, hold on, let's probably going to relay that out, so I'm going to end up distorting it when I do this. Let's bring back the low transparency and make sure that we have this kind of scaled similarly, so we don't currently. So move that down, move that up, and actually before I really worry about the UV, I should probably model that in there. And actually this point isn't gonna matter because of the way this gets covered. Hold on. So let's close up. Up. I'm going to try to bring these in just a little bit more. Selected and deselected. See, that's one nice thing about actual modeling software is you can make edits based on the like sliding on the edge. Hold on. Although sometimes you get into these parts where it'll start doing that on you. And about there's about all I'm gonna get out of that. Let's turn off edge slide. Oops. That save? Yeah, I should be saving again. For anybody who hasn't used Maya, it likes to fade. Oh, it's more stable than it used to be. When I was first learning it, holy crap, was it always fatal airing. Alright, so that's better. This area doesn't actually matter. The question is, I should probably do that on this model. Alright, let's... I know I just put this line back in, and here I am deleting it again. Okay, let's try to do it this way. What? Oh, oh. Let go. Nope, that was not what I wanted it to do. Go of that point. Oh, that's what it's doing. I guess actually I need that. What am I doing? What drives me crazy is in the recent versions you get stuff like this. Like, you don't see the representation in the orthoscopic view, and it drives me insane. Let's get rid of these extra ones, because I clicked and didn't see it. Oh, hold on, I still have edge slide. I'm like, that did not react like it was supposed to. You're not going to let me do that? Okay. Hey, Sucker, how's it going? that. Oh god, it's so annoying. Like, it doesn't look like it's highlighted, and yet it's highlighted. Actually, let's... He's actually moving apart. Just gonna do it this way. Collapse these. Base break. I'm gonna have to see what's going on there. Anyways, we will just do it the way I should have done it to begin with. That's not what I wanted to do. That was. Alright, and for now, we'll just bring these to the center. Oops. Oops, if I actually... Alright, so I've got that. And it's not a perfect circle, so let's save. I am working on the cleanup of the whatchamacallit. Oops, and I screwed something up over here, it looks like. Or no, that might have been like that. But I don't remember, so I'm going to bring that down there and fix it. It might be an overlap, but if not, I can fix it. But I am working on actually, yeah. You know what? I have a small version over here of it. Okay, I did screw that up. Let's fix that. But I'm working on cleaning up the arch. That only took me about like 7 tries to get out. Sorry, my brain is like all over the place today. Alright, so we have this. We will save again because I just made an edit. And then we will go and we will... where are you? Circleize. So now it's perfectly circular for the amount of geometry it has. And we can bring these back. This would be super sweet if this... Oh, so close. Okay, that is on an edge. So this should be better now. In my head, I was thinking it was like, again, the Pro Builder one and not on the edge here. So yeah, that works way better. I readjusted that in Maya, so my life is easier. So I'm going to bring back the transparency because it's kind of hard to see where some of these issues are. And I'm going to hide this again. So I broke some of the UVs, but we'll fix those in a minute. It's actually not the UVs that I broke either, it's the normals. But regardless, they will be fixed. Okay, so let's save. Let's go to set face. And I'm going to scale this up just a pinch. And then I'm going to extrude it in. Now I'll extrude it out. And do I want to bevel this, or do I want to just do it from a cube? Let's do it from a cube, actually. Alright, so I need a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so cube. Shift one. Let's bring that back. Cube. Snap it to the center. Scale it up. We will bevel cube. Like so. Yeah, we'll just leave it as the background. Okay. So that should be fine. We'll kind of flatten this a bit. And then we will just snap those to the vertices that are there. And then I'm going to fill the back side of it. So what I want to try to do, because we're using, we kind of have an idea of what we wanted to do for the crystal shader in glass flats. So I want to do something similar with this. Let's actually just do a file save. Mesh fill, and then we'll just triangulate this. Cool. And we'll snap that back there. So, should be good. Hold on, I'm seeing a little bit of funkiness right there, so I just want to make sure this is face set. The whole thing's hardened. Awesome. So it looks like I might have moved that off. Well, that's annoying. This would be easier to do this way. We'll just map this. And select all those faces. Just want to see, because there's definitely something was not flat on that. Just want to see what edge this is all on. Okay, that one. So let's move that, flatten it. And there we go. Cool. So that's better. So that should take that weird funkiness out of the normal, and it did. The Archway for Night Harbor gives a faint Kaba vibe. Would be cool to have hanging brass vessels or lamps hanging from above. I'm actually about to. Did I just close it? Damn it! I went to click on the frame and I clicked on the X by accident. But we are gonna have a little like bar here with some whatchamacallits hanging down from it. Some like draping stuff. Dripping cloth. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, so this is going to be a solid piece because we are going to play around with potentially having like more refractive crystals and stuff like that. And then I'm just going to attempt to soften these. Like that. And the only reason I'm doing that right now is because it's like for some reason just clicked right through it and clicked right on YouTube. But it's kind of a flat or a smooth looking gemstone, although it has these kind of edges in it, but I think that's more refraction than like a cut look. So I'm gonna try it this way first. Depending on how it looks, I may end up basically mirroring it so that both sides have depth, and then push this in essentially so that we get a little bit cooler refraction, but it'll be a little bit of playing game to see how that works. Or gnomes in cages, brass cages, gotta keep with the theme. Perfect. Alright, so we've got those. I'm going to freeze transform on all this stuff too. Oops, actually, no, I shouldn't freeze transform that one. But I'm going to freeze transform this. And we will save, well, increment and save. And I already laid out the UVs, but I'm going to do it again real quick. And let's go to that brick material that I made. And sorry, I'm doing this out of the window that you guys can see. Let's see, textures. Can I remember where the texture is? This is the one we're using. So 6. And then I know this. Probably should have done this beforehand, but whatever. It's going to need a little bit of a lip. And then guess I'll run it through here. 10%. 90%, which is 10%. And then we'll just merge that down. Merge that down. And I feel like this is not actually lined up on those edges, those vertices. It is. It's just being weird. What I am going to do is assign a material to this, though. So assign a material. Let's use Lambert, even though not be what I'm using. We'll call this gem, and I'll just make it red for now. God, I hate that annoying GPU bug in Maya. Alright. And I'll just unfold this while I'm at it. Okay, so we have that, but we need to add the trim sheet as well. So I'm going to grab all these faces. Ooh, hold on. Let's fix this. And just double check that that did not happen over on the other edges. Okay, just that one. It's not going to let me do the nice way of selecting all of this, so I guess I'll just do it this way. So I'm just selecting these parts that are going to get the trim, and then I'm going to separate them from the rest of the UVs and assign a new material to them. Ah! Whoa, that's not what I want to do. Grab. Or that. Or that. I don't know what changed, but something in the settings is different, because it used to do that where it was like super easy to select through faces, and then they fixed it for a while. And now not so much. Okay, so we will assign the material arch trim. And I forgot I wanted to do that. Okay, I can select by material, can I? Selects, nope. Why am I totally blanking on how to select all by material? That's really annoying. I'm totally forgetting how to do that. That's what I get for not modeling in Maya for a while. So you guys get to watch me select these all again. So that looks like everything. Slide. Let's just make sure I don't have any other random bits grabbed. Okay, we're good. So let's lay those out. And we'll move those over here. Sorry, I'm doing this outside of the screen. I should probably do this all in the screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. That would be the proper way to stream. What's fun is when you're doing that in class and you forget that and you're projecting and like you're projecting a screen that you're not actually doing anything in. I've done that before. Alright, so let's rotate these. And we will unfold. And we will stitch these together. If I had the right window open. Sorry, I'm used to having a full window when I'm doing this. Stitch. Stitch. And stitch. Oop, I don't want to stitch those, though. Okay, so this is all of my interior. These should be the same. That. Okay. Oh, that is definitely crooked. Back up. I'm not going to unfold that one. That definitely screwed that up. Okay. So we're back. Trims are over there. And 1, 2. We gotta have that at 45. Okay. So let's stitch all the interior ones back together. Doesn't really matter that they're stitched together. It's just gonna make managing them a little bit easier. And this is the back side. Stitch those together. Actually, let's do it on the front side. Stitch those together. And those together. It's this one. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna move these over here and scale them up. Leave them about the height of that. And actually, these should be set to the trim as well. What am I doing? So let's straighten this. This one I'm not going to straighten. These are probably all the window bits and stuff, yeah. What's this? Oh, that's the top. I'll worry about that later, but let's move that out of the way. Move these all out of the way. And then here's the trim stuff. So let's actually add the texture to the trim so we can see what the heck we're doing. It's usually a good thing. Helps if I'm using the right. Sorry, navigating to the file. How did I save down a diffuse for that? Apparently I did, but it's a PSD, so we'll not use that one. I'm just going to use this gray scale that I used for the height map. So you guys can kind of see it's a gray scale, unfortunately, but you can see there's a trim that runs across the top and the bottom, and then I've got this pattern that represents this pattern, and I've actually got masks for it so that when I get it in the engine I can play around with the colors. But let's actually start laying this out. So the biggest pain in the ass is going to be this right here. So for now, I'm going to cut this. And we will, because this is already straight, I'm just going to rotate this so that that is closer to straight. Now it's straight. And then I'm going to grab all of the ones that are in line with it, and we'll snap those there. Snap those over there. And we'll do the same this way. So this is one of those times where, like, you actually want to distort the UVs. So we'll unfold this along U, which will be the like horizontally, essentially, and we'll oops, my average in that. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. Just want to hold just the one. Oh, you know what? That won't work because I'm in edge mode. There we go. Okay, so now I've got this, and I can scale this. Let's snap this here. And essentially, I'm just going to scale this until the top and the bottom edges line up. So now you can see how these kind of follow, and then let's try unfolding along you. Okay, so yeah, that one part is the part that I was suspecting was going to give me a pain. Was going to be a pain in the ass, and it's going to be. Okay, so first off, I need to fix this because this should actually probably, let's go to orthoscopic view. It should probably be there at a 40%. So 60% on that side. Oh, good. I'm glad I double checked. I almost deleted those edges. Oops. So we will add those to the trim. And we will cut these off of that one. Attach them here. These should... be the ones that are in line. Okay. And then I just got to play with this is going to be one of those times where cutting it, it's not going to do it. Alright. Oops. I wanted to do this. I may need to cut this. Come on. Didn't cut. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just doing those two separate is going to be better. And unfold. Ah, that was not what I wanted to do. Sorry, you can't see what I was doing. I hit unfold, as in unfold both X and Y, which is not what you want. So these ended without the paint. So let's see if I can do that. Not quite enough space. This also had... That was a detail I missed. I have these merging still. That should be bigger. Hold on, let's double check. Go to this material. Transparency. And turn that back on. Yeah, so this should really be up there. Oh man, I really need to increase the size of that gem, don't I? Which is going to be a pain in the butt. Grabbing stuff on the backside, that was not what I wanted to do. That should be better. Now I'm just going to have to grab these and snap that. Oh, you know what? I should do that with edge slide on. It's going to be better to do these one at a time. This is exactly where it's annoying not being able to see what you have selected. There we go. Nope. Are these on an edge? I could have sworn I put these on. Yes, I did. Yeah. Oop. There we go. Let's do the other side, and then I'm going to do some. I'm going to try to fix it. I think these are actually off that edge by a pinch. There we go. Okay. So let's grab all of those, merge them down. Nope. Let's undo that and turn off edge slide. Or that. Ah, shoot. You know what? Let's do it from this side angle. There we go. Now I just gotta deselect these because these are in the right spot already. There we go. Oh, that was more work than it needed to be, but whatever. Alright, so these should now be able to be merged. I need to get rid of this. Transparency on it is gonna make this more difficult. Actually, no, that can be there. That's fine. I'll have to clean up here. Let's... Oh my god, why can't I select that? Let's clean up the gem real quick. Snap these vertices back on. Like so. And now to figure out what I want to do down here. So... I think what I'm going to do is going to cut these in half. And then... take these to there. Oh, that worked nicely. Thank God. Sometimes, again, the using the vertice to snap, like, based on camera angle. It works great when you're, like, in an orthoscopic view, but, or when you're just, like, have everything modeled directly to the grid. But sometimes it doesn't always want to play nice at other angles. So let's add these to the trim sheet. And we'll cut those off. And we will merge them. Okay, stitch them is technically the correct term. And then... we'll just do unfold along. Unfold along. Just doing an unfold is gonna screw that up. Oh, you know what? These now need to be snapped to that. Let's just try and unfold on that. There we go. That's more what I wanted. So there's a little bit of warping. Nothing too terrible. But that much better reflects what it was supposed to be. It almost feels like it's getting pinched off there. It's so nice to be able to use my edge slide again. Oh, it's a tool I've missed. You can kind of like normal slide, which is slightly like edge slide, but it doesn't always work in Pro Builder. This looks a little better. This part... looks like it needs just a little bit of a... push up like that. And let's turn off the image layer. Okay, that looks better. And I'm just gonna double check because I did just play around with the geo. Do unfolds along. For the most part, that looks pretty good. There's a little funkiness over here now. Not sliding down the edges I want it to slide down, so when it does that, it's a good idea just to get rid of the edges you don't want to deal with. Oh, let's bring it back. So again, this is, for anybody who's popped in recently, the trim I'm using right now actually has texture. I neglected to export it correctly, though, so I will not be using the correct texture today. Oop, hold on, I don't want to select all of those. Hold on, I have edge slide on too. I'm like, what is going on? I'm doing it off screen again, sorry. My edges were getting all weird. Will that gem/glass go all the way through and project on the inside? That is not what I had in mind, but that actually might be something to play around with. Because I was reading this as maybe that the interior of it is cut. So, like, the interior is cut, the outside is smooth and polished. And then, you know, it's kind of stuck in there. That's how I was reading it in my head. And that it was kind of a red ruby, which I checked with Goblin, and that's what he was thinking too. So I was at least right on that aspect. Oh, I guess that's everything. Okay. So let's grab all these faces again, because it looks like something got messed up. And this is just the easiest way to select all of this. Which that is this, and those two are that. Okay. And we will just double check. I don't have any other faces selected. We are good. Yeah, let's flatten that. And then And it moved to... halfway between that, so let's double my grid count and snap it halfway in between. Cool. Alright, so that should fix... yeah, there was a weird little funky issue going on there. And then I'm just going to double check that these are on the grid still. Or not on the grid, but on the vertices, and they are. So we're good. The arch leads to... is the main entrance to the market. So the night market's entrance, essentially. And unfortunately, because Maya has this funky GPU issue, which I used to know how to fix. There we go. And it's still not fixing it, but anyways, it fixes it a little bit. But you'll be able to see like this catch in the light from the newbie yard. Yep, the Sockeyes right at the market. Alright, so we got those. And I'm just going to slide these over. And move them so that they both kind of line up like they did on the painting. So the paint, and then it's a space. The light gray is where the paint is. Alright, so now we have to add these. Let's see. These are... and we'll just stitch those. And I can probably just do this to save time. Stitch those. Alright, so now I'm going to have to break these. So you guys can actually see what's going on. So cut there. We'll cut this off. This is gonna be another slightly annoying one to lay out. And then these. Cut. Hold on a second. Did I could have sworn those were the same. They are. But their UVs are not, so we just need to unfold them. Okay, so this, and that, stitched together. And then that stitched together. And we will... ooh, that was not what I wanted it to do. Oops. So snap those that direction. Just gonna move this to make my second selection way faster. There. Oh, nope. Actually, no, I can just do that in straighten. What am I doing? Making my life more difficult is what I'm doing. Okay, so let's rotate these. Actually, no, what am I doing? Okay. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to cut these and then stitch them onto here. So I don't know why I went and added those extra edges. That was not smart, but whatever. That's what you get when you stream. Yeah. Have your brain in other places and make silly mistakes. Okay, so that should be better. And then what are these? Oh, these are the little bits that go here. Here. What does that snap to? Oh, okay. Let's snap that. Oh no. Straighten that. And there we go. The edges just weren't at the exact same spot, and it was causing it to freak out. So now I need to do the same this way. In that way. And it looks like I missed an edge. Okay. So now we should just be able to snap these together and they won't like... Hey. Why? Why, Maya? Alright, we'll do it this way. Oh, that's why. Those were not straight. There we go. Always gotta make things difficult. Alright, so these should be all the trim, and they're not. So let's assign this to the trim. And then we'll move it to where the trim is. And oops, hold on. What is going on? There we go. So I'll just scale this up until this kind of hits. You got the proportion correct, which is nice. Don't have to adjust that. Cool. So there we go. So those are nicely aligned. We just got to get these ones on this side. Did I do it on the other side? No, I did not. Damn it. I kind of almost want to, instead of doing it far over here, because this isn't doing much on this side, I kind of almost want to run it down this edge. Oops. That was how I deleted that edge before. Which means I need to bring back an edge I already deleted on this side. No, no, no. Down, down. There we go. Actually, you know what? In reality, I don't need that. I can just do back to there. Which gets rid of these. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so that works. And then, oh, apparently I deleted that face. Awesome. Let's save. And it's not going to bridge. Of course it's not. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Brick. We'll lay that out. And there. Crisis averted. And then this edge is no longer needed. All right, there we go. And like I said before, I didn't really need to make those, so we could get rid of those. Everything else I think is needed. Ooh, hold on a second. What's going on right here? Oh. apparently... Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I should have had that stitched in there anyways. So we'll bring that in. And we'll fix the edge. And do the same thing over here. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? I need to do one task at a time. Actually, no. Let's cut this first. Cut. Sorry, I did that off screen. And then these will stitch. And then just goes down. Straighten those. So that should look better. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And then, hold on, what is that? That is exactly what I thought it was. Why is that attached? Oh. That shouldn't be attached right there. And we will straighten that. And then rotate it. And then I'm just going to kind of scale this until it's kind of taken up both of the creases on the edge. And then we'll unfold the length. It's not going to do much because there's, again, this is just the grayscale, so you're not going to actually really see what's going on. I apologize. That one is right here. So let's... I guess we'll go this way. Shoot. Alright, so we'll... these, those, whoops, and then hopefully, yep, cool, so they're good. I'm just gonna kind of have them staggered so that they're using different parts of the texture. And let's actually do this. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. Turn that off. And then do that, and I can actually get rid of. Oh, off. Get rid of that. Let me optimize the heli count slightly. We can do the same thing over here as well. So that should be good. And we just need to do this side. Oh, it's because it's a non-gun. I'm an idiot. Why isn't it letting me? No, that's not what I want. I guess I'll do... It's 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have to fix the UVs on that in a second. Same with down here. Actually, what am I doing? I should still be able to draw across this. Oop, nope. This one isn't on the same grid. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would be the equivalent to doing 3 before. And let's get this back. Not a bad idea. Actually, I just saved like 2 minutes ago, but not a bad idea to do again. All right. We are almost done. You missed it. Understandable. Alright. So these need to... Yeah, I'll just do their own planar projections. That'll be fine. To get me... These... Snap that one up. Snap this one up. Down. Unfold along. That's already unfolded along, which is awesome. And I'll do the same over here. Up. And down. Unfold along. Cool. So those are good, except for the fact that I stupidly forgot to put the material on them. That would help my cause. And I did not apparently assign them. What the hell? Come on. Assign. Arch trim. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're basically done at at this point. I do need to add some meshes on the top, which I will probably do before I import it back in. So it'll have the little kind of ramparts up there. But there's not really much, I don't have anything really planned for being able to get up that high. You can get up a little bit in here, but that's about it. Let's make sure these other sides aren't doing anything funky. That kind of is. Just kind of putting those edges right along. Using the texture almost as an occlusion map on those corners. Cool. I think I'm happy enough to call this good for now. Let's call this Night Market Arch instead of it being named Cube 95, because that's what the cube was called. Now I'll probably move this back into position with the other one so that when I import it, it will all be the same. But let's do an increment and not archive scene. Let's go to increment and save. And we will triangulate our mesh. And then we'll increment and save again. And I don't need this edge, so let's get rid of that. And this one. It's cool, like I'm like, oh, let's finalize this, and then I'm like, hold it a second, I got all these extra faces. I'm also really good at thinking something's done, closing out the app that or the program that I just finished making it in, importing it into another program, and then realizing, whoops, I shouldn't have closed that. I'm super good at doing that. Alright, that is much better. We want the servers up? Come on, man. Sorry, just practicing to be a player. I think Ali is still working on fixing our server issue that we're... Oh, you know what? I'm not done. I need to fix that. But I am going to call the stream because I got to get ready for some stuff. So the last thing I have to do is bend the trim along the kind of... like socketing plaster, I guess I'll call it, and then add the little ramparts. So that'll be done, and this should be in the editor by the next time you guys see me, and then we can get some feedback. Hopefully I'll have the gem material, at least an initial pass on it, that shader kind of up there and playing around with it. No, do I want anything? I'm almost half tempted to put the trim around the inside, but I think I'm gonna leave it without the trim. We'll see. I might come back to that, but yeah. So this now is a much better representation of what that was. I'll finish out that trim, put the ramparts in, and play around with the gem shader, and we should be good to go by next Monday. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Oh, hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick. Are we able to see it in the game when you're done, or is it the servers are still down. I think Ali was saying there was it wasn't a memory thing, which he initially thought. It's something in the data got messed up. So I think he was trying to diagnose it today. So unfortunately, no, not today. Let's see. What else? Thanks and have a nice day. Looks good though. Gem shader can be fun and annoying at times. Yes. Yes. And I'm leaning towards it'll probably be on the annoying side because I have not tried to do one in Shadergraph before. I've done that in whatchamacallit before in Unreal, the material editor, which is very similar, but there's definitely enough difference that Shadergraph bugs me at times because I'm like, where is this? Why isn't this working the way it should? So it'll definitely have that. Contemplating where I have to put the torches to get that gem to light up and reveal its secrets. You never know. Thanks. All right. Thank you guys. So I'm gonna do my ending spiel now that I'm caught up on chat. If you guys are new to the channel or the stream, we are making an indie MMORPG, which I didn't get to run around in today because, like I said, we have an issue with our server. We did when I went live. I don't know. It might have been fixed by now. But anyways, if you would like to learn more about the game, click on that link. Again, it's an MMORPG. We're very influenced by the kind of first generation of MMORPGs, the classic generation, I guess you'd call it. So think your late 90s, early 2000s, Ultima Online, EverQuest, Asheron's Call, Dark Age of Camelot, that genre. Not that genre, but that age, that generation of MMOs. So yeah, check out that. There's all sorts of information on there. I just realized my hat has been all messed up since probably the beginning of the stream. But whatever. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to hop into the Discord channel. All the developers are in there. We're usually pretty good at responding to questions, so feel free to ask if you have any. Also, we have all sorts of different conversations going on there around our game and other games and the MMO genre in general, tabletops, all sorts of stuff. So we'd love to have you join the community. If I could hit the right button on my Steam Deck or Stream Deck, that would help. That is our mailing list. If you'd like to stay up to date with the game, feel free to join that. These are other members of the team that stream. If you haven't already, throw them a follow. We also have a YouTube if you'd like to get caught up on previous VODs. We post all of our VODs there afterwards, so feel free to follow that link if you'd like to get caught up on past development. If you are watching on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe, comment below, click the bell, all that fun stuff. It helps us out with the algorithm. The more engagement we get, the more the algorithm will push our content out to people that like EverQuest and, again, those first generation of MMOs. So we really appreciate all of that. If you are watching on YouTube and you'd like to join in my live chats, there should be a link in the description below to my Twitch page, Paytus the Ranger. Just click on it, and then follow or throw a follow to the stream. You'll get a notification whenever I go live. Also, Discord, you can opt into Discord notifications for all the streamers, and when any of us go live, you'll get a notification. Thank you guys to all of my subscribers. Always appreciate the support. I will be streaming again on Monday. Yeah, I'll be streaming at Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then my other stream, which is today, is Wednesdays at 1 p.m. So I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Later.